It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is Sports Radio Done Differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Good Tuesday morning. I had to think what day it was. Tuesday is what it is. Tuesday, July 21st. It's going to be a hot one today.
Oh, man.
It's going to be a scorcher today. You must drink your liquids if you're outside today because it's going to be a hot one. So guys out there working, listen to us today. Hey, be careful out there. Right? Lots of breaks. Lots of breaks.
Wear light
shirts.
Light shirts.
Or no shirts. That's your problem, man. Get no tarps today. This is a no tarp day. It's going to be a hot one today. So make sure you're taking care of yourself out there.
Even worse than yesterday. Yesterday, I think I get home in the afternoon. It was like 94, 95, but it felt like 98, 99. Today's going to be worse.
Good night. I went outside yesterday to just do two little things. Fix my pool, little hose there, which literally takes no time. Take the clamp off, take this one off, put a new one on, the clamp's back on. Maybe 5 minutes. I was dripping in 5 minutes. It wasn't because of the pool. I was like, oh my gosh, it's hard. Then my air conditioner goes out.
Oh no.
Like I'm sitting there doing that and I'm finished. I'm like, hey, I achieved something in the heat today. I'm dripping, but you know what? I achieved something today. And I hear this loud screech.
Oh boy.
And my air conditioner goes out. So I'm like, oh, this is not good. So I go over and check it. Two wires kind of burnt through. The capacitor kind of blew on it. And I'm like, okay, well, luckily I have an extra capacitor in my garage. So I learned a lesson a long time ago that those are the most common things that go out. My HVAC guy, Tim LeBon Heating and Air, shout out over at Mansfield area, told me keep an extra capacitor on hand. So I went out there, took it off, stripped the wires, took all the burnt parts off, strip it, put it back on, crimp it in, boom, boom, take the old one out. By the way, hotter than hot. I had to go back and get my gloves and put that back on. Click, 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 boom, air conditioner works. Now that still took about, I'd say 20 minutes to get all that stuff done. Out in the heat, I'm literally dripping. I was already dripping, but it was hot, man.
I went on my normal bike ride last night, and my hat is in the basement of my man cave, still wet from last night. Still dripping wet from, there's no air. Now I ride, it's kind of through the woods, part of the time. Even when it's like 95 like that, it feels like it's air conditioned in the woods. It feels pretty good. But boy, you go into the non-woods area.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I tell you what, it's just the humidity too, just get you.
Yeah.
But anyway, be careful out there today. I guess the cold front, Tom Schmidt,
tomorrow.
Meteorologist says one's moving in tomorrow, so it'll be kind of nice tomorrow. So actually moves in today. Won't feel the effects till tonight, according to Tom Schmidt. But anyway, I hope you enjoy your day as we are moving along in July 21st here in the heat of summer. We got a great show for you today, as always. We always have a good show. Never do we not have a good show. Never do we not have a good show, Thomas.
Almost perfect. I mean,
almost.
Yeah.
Every day.
We're striving for, remember, a few months ago, we had one perfect show. We announced it.
We did. It was it's like throwing a perfect game.
Yes, it was.
It was like that. We was like, that's a perfect show. We literally did a perfect show. So yeah, sometimes we do. But today, no, it'll be a good one today. You're going to like today's show, Tom. We got a good one. What do we got going here?
Well, let me tell you about this.
Playing in Sports located at Fremont Shopping Center. They're going to be opening up in about 55 minutes. Hey, you know what? Let me tell you something. You want to get out of the heat today? I know Sal. I know Jeff. They've got air conditioning at Play It Again Sports. You might want to duck in there, do some leisurely shopping because it'll be very nice inside today. So Play It Again Sports, great golf selection there, of course. This might be a good day to get your clubs regripped. So they don't fly out of your hand with all the sweat and all that kind of stuff and the rubberiness, just go and get that done. So Play Against Sports located in Fremont Shopping Center.
Absolutely. Open at 8:00 this morning. So stop by. They trade some of your gently used sporting goods equipment as well. Make you a good deal.
It doesn't have to be like for like. That's something I didn't really know. You know, it doesn't have to be. You can trade your baseball bat for golf clubs or vice versa. Yeah, pretty cool.
They got fitness equipment. They showed that little ad on Facebook yesterday. Some fitness equipment, weights, stuff like that. Get you all ready for fall and school year. You know, a lot of the kids getting ready for their fall sports right now.
Instead of getting a gym membership, go and get some weights. Do it yourself.
You bet.
Save some money.
You bet.
A one-time purchase, then you just kind of keep using it. It'll pay itself off over time.
Let me tell you what we have coming up on the show today. We do have a Jock Off of the Week, Rob Rodgers. I have a Jock Off of the Week.
I ignored it, but yeah, I had one last week.
That was more of a rant.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
It's probably been a rant.
Yeah, that was a rant. This is an actual Jock Off of the Week coming up.
Okay.
So be listening for that. Bear Tracker Day 46. I do have my calendar set up. It's in my office, but I'll bring it out for you because we need to have that prominently posted here.
Probably not going to be an issue until we get onto one of those like 21, or 20.
Well, it's the weekends. Yeah, after a weekend, we have to do our math, and we start counting toes and fingers, and
then we run out. Then trouble.
Then problem. So Bear Tracker, 8:00 this morning from Media Day yesterday.
All right,
we'll bring you the whole interview with Casey Woods, Jaron Askren, and Jared Bird Lloyd. They were the three on the dais with Casey Woods being interviewed on live on ESPN. So
that's pretty cool.
Yep. We'll bring you that at 8:00 this morning. And then our good friend, Fox sportscaster, does MLB baseball, does Big Ten sports. Connor Onion will be on at 8:20. Imagine we'll talk a little World Cup with him. Fox had World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
He's part of the Fox team. So we'll visit with him at 8:20 this morning.
Full day, as always.
You bet. So let's start it off with some baseball, Major League Baseball. First off, our good friend Caden Bogenpole signs his major league or his professional contract.
Nice. Signed, sealed, delivered. He's a Philly.
$1.4
million
for Bogey.
And did you? I think you posted that the slot was exactly the slot money he got. I mean, to the dollar. It was pretty cool.
$1.4 million.
Caden Bogenpole's a millionaire.
He is. Highest drafted outfielder in Missouri State history. That kind of surprised me. Been a lot of pitchers. You had catchers.
Yeah.
But the highest outfielder drafted. Highest drafted outfielder in Missouri State history. He is the 8th top 70 pick from Missouri State.
That's impressive.
Oh, man.
If you think about it, that's really impressive for a quote mid-major. But we're not a mid-major. We're a major in baseball. But that's pretty cool.
That is. So congratulations to Bogey. I did find out, got some information, hadn't happened yet, but on Zach Stewart. Boy, he got a couple years ago, if you remember, he was in line to get drafted about like Bogey. Put his number up there pretty high, apparently. His agent gave him some information.
Yes.
Didn't get drafted.
Yep.
Money a little bit too much, I think, for some of these teams, so they bypassed him. So he came back and then ended up transferring to Arkansas. And man, oh, man. But we believe, is going to sign with an independent team to play. And it won't be long. There'll be an affiliated team pick him up. They probably want to see, the guy's got major league power, everything you need. It's that swing and miss thing,
Yeah, he's pretty high on the swing and miss rate.
Yep.
Here's the thing. When you get advice on things, if the goal, Thomas, is to go to Major League Baseball to get drafted, I don't think you should float a big high number out there. They have slots for these things,
Yeah.
Just go where they draft you, and then take your slot money and move on. It's pretty much slotted now. I mean, there's no, if I go here, I want an extra million or whatever. That just doesn't work anymore. I mean, it just doesn't in Major League Baseball. It's all slotted. I mean, you saw that yesterday. Bogey slot was bogey slot. That's what he got. Now, the only thing you saw was like Zion took a little bit less of his slot for the Royals, and but it's probably a negotiated thing. Probably they probably negotiated pre on that, saying, hey, if you take $1 million less, I'll take you here, give you all the first round draft rights, blah blah blah, trot you around Coppin Stadium, introduce you to everybody. You're a first round draft pick. If you take a little bit less, then we can give it to our second round guy. There's probably some negotiation there, but yeah, don't be throwing up big numbers because you haven't done anything yet, and now you're playing independent ball. I mean, that's not the route you wanted to go.
Let me throw this out. Zach Stewart, we know, I mean, hit some monster home runs in his career at Missouri State and also at Arkansas last year. He got on a roll for a while at Arkansas. So had Zach Stewart got the break and was able to go to the draft combine, you tell me in batting practice, Zach couldn't have put up the same type of velocity numbers that Bogey
showcase
did.
Numbers.
Left-handed hitter, swings like he could have done the same exact thing. He didn't get that break. He wasn't 6'6", 240. He's 6'1", 6'2", 230, something like that.
Yes.
You know, he didn't get the break. He didn't get to the combine to show scouts what he could do.
Yep.
But there's a lot of similarities between the two. Bogey didn't have a great season last year, 6 home runs. That's it.
Yes. He's got all the tools, man.
He does. Now, he did walk.
As he fills out the uniform well.
Yes, he does.
That's what we say in those type of players.
You do. And Zach, I mean, there's not a lot of, you think about it, not a lot of difference. They both hit about 280, you know, I mean, but one of them 6'6", one's 6'1", 6'2", both outfielders. One probably runs quite a bit better than the other.
Keep in mind, everybody has a book too, Tom. When you have an agent throws out a number, everybody has a book, and that book gets passed around. And word's probably out that you're going to have to negotiate with this guy. And you know what Major League Baseball says? 20 rounds of the draft now? Yeah, we don't need to. You know, I'm serious. That's kind of how you wonder how some of these people didn't get drafted sometimes. Not our players, but other, what that guy can't. Well, I know because I've talked to multiple MLB draft picks, friends of mine and stuff, and it's very simple. They want you in this slot. And if they can't get you in a slot and you got an agent that's out there mouthing, you're not going to get your slot.
Right.
And this just is what it is. And then everybody finds out you got a hard negotiating guy. And it goes on. Let me tell you something about baseball. Let me tell you something about all this. They're looking for ways to cross your name off a list. They're not looking for anything other than a way to eliminate you from consideration. That's what it is in life. Okay. If you're over here mouthing, I'm not saying anybody's mouthing. I'm saying in anything, right? If you're a problem and you're a consideration for a job or whatever, they're looking for ways to cross you off the list. Right. And it's like, I'll tell you this, youth baseball. I got a mom back there yapping. I got a dad back there yapping behind the screen during tryouts. Yelling at their kids.
Are you kidding?
Guess what?
Oh,
that goes in the notes. Looking for a way to eliminate you off the list. That's the way it is. And that's the way Major League, we tell our players, when you're playing out there, if you don't run onto the field, you don't hustle on the field and there's a scout there or there's a college guy there looking at you, they're looking for ways to cross you off the list. They're not looking for there are dudes out there. There's dudes everywhere. Mm-hmm. We can find dudes. There are dudes better than Zach Stewart. Lots of dudes better than Zach Stewart. Looking for ways to cross you off the list. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying you kind of got to play the game. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the model citizen like he is. He's a good kid. I'm not saying anything negative there, but this is how these operations work. NFL is a big example of that too. Got a little scuffle at an off-campus bar or whatever. We're not going to take you. You know what I'm saying? Those little things. So
absolutely.
Anyway.
Anyway, we'll keep you updated on Zach Stewart's status.
He'll rake. He will literally rake an independent ball. I mean, it'll just be bomb after bomb after bomb.
They're still going to try and throw him nothing but curveballs.
True.
You know, I'm sure he's to a point now where, especially playing at Arkansas and, 15 home runs at Arkansas, he'll be okay.
He's probably hit a few a few of those were curveballs.
Yes.
You bet.
Yeah, absolutely. Major League Baseball real quick. Cardinals lose another lead. They give up 2 in the 9th inning.
No.
Riley O'Brien hits a batter for a walk-off loss.
What? I know. I saw that, and I'm like, what is going on? He's got Junior Caminero syndrome or something? What's up with that?
He did it in the All-Star game, and then does it against the Angels. 3-2 loss. The Cardinals just 3 games over 500 now, 51-48. Not good. Not good. Start the second half. Meanwhile, Kansas City with a walk-off squeeze bunt, little small ball.
On the second attempt, by the way. Lofton fouls off the first one, barely keeps the second one. That thing was spinning. Catcher or first base picks. I thought it's first base. Just let it spin.
Yeah.
Just let it spin. Don't even try to pick it up. You're not going to get an out. Just let's see if it spins foul or something. But walk-off bunt. Hey, what a great call. What a great game call by our manager. My goodness, Q. You really hit the nail on the head on that one. You're like 1 for your last 70 of making those type of calls. But that was great, man. Good night. I tell you what, Royals, hey, when they gave up the 2 runs why is Lang still our closer? Why? Are you kidding me? How many late game home runs does he have to give up in the 9th? Everybody said, well, he could do this job, blah, blah, blah. His ERA is 6.86.
Let me explain things to you.
Do it slowly because I don't understand.
Well, just before the game the other day, Stephen Kolek goes on the 15-day IL, right?
Know. My goodness gracious.
Here's the story of Kansas City. They have right now, today, 8 pitchers on the IL.
Yes.
So if you're upset with the 19-2 scores, there's your reason.
Yeah.
The 100%. Major League staff is barbecuing and watching a game on TV at home right now.
They are. Yeah.
So
Bubich, Reagans, you name it.
Yeah.
Then the guys are still there basically barbecuing too in the clubhouse or something because they're not pitching very well. But I tell you what, you look at the Royals and they do that last night. They now have won 3 of the 4 first games to start the second half. The 19-2 thing was, you have that every now and then. I get that. That's Terry Tolbert giving up a bunch of bombs too, but it was still a blowout. But they're playing well. I mean, they're getting things done now. The thing that concerns me right now is Bobby Witt Jr. leaves the game early in the 5th, back tightness. Okay, get that dude a chiropractor. All right, get a massage therapist. Let's get to work. Okay, but how much of that is, my back's a little tight today? I don't know. He's a gamer. I get it, but that back thing, if you have a back injury, it's like that just comes and goes, right? You can feel great one day, and next day it's spasming on. You can't even pick up a jug of milk or anything.
2 days of mowing and trimming. I'm with Bobby. I would have been on the
Maybe
IL
that's what
Sunday
he was
night.
doing. He's probably mowing. He was away for All-Star
Wanted
weekend.
to save a little money.
Yeah, and he's probably out there mowing his yard
on
his big estate up there in Kansas City. That's probably what it was. He was mowing and trimming. It's a mowing and trimming injury.
Spend $30 and let somebody else mow your lawn,
Exactly.
Bobby.
Come on, Bobby. Let's go.
Patrick Mahomes needs the leg exercises.
Exactly.
Maybe
he could come over and mow for you. Get a little workout in.
Absolutely.
Sweating and all that kind of stuff. Hey, let's take our first break of the show. We got our poll question of the day coming up next. We'll do that. And, man, what a great show. Our Bear Tracker, top of the hour, on your home of the official Bears coverage right here, ESPN The Jock. It's the opening drive with Tom and Rob back after this. This is Rob Rodgers from the opening drive on ESPN The Jock. Each and every day as we lead up to the Bears football season, we have the Bear Tracker, where we'll highlight the coaches, the players, and all the statistics leading up to the 2026 Missouri State Bears football season.
Spring and summer storms in the Ozarks have been tough on your home. High winds, heavy rains, and hail can leave damage you may not see from the ground. For more than 20 years, ABC Roofing has helped Springfield area homes and business owners protect what matters most after the storms have passed. with honest inspections, quality work, and the highest level of integrity. If storms left you wondering about your roof, let the ABC team come take a look. ABC Roofing, keeping it simple for over 20 years.
When you start spending money on your marketing, making mistakes is not something you want to do. So Roy Williams, author of the best-selling books The Wizard of Ads and Secret Formulas of the Wizard of Ads, presents the 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 9, believing that millennials aren't like the rest of us. Millennials aren't some ancient alien tribe. Rather, they're a collection of tribes. They do not behave as a single entity. Go ahead, Google millennials. The definition will pop up as, the industry brims with theories on what makes millennials tick. Truthfully, millennials want the exact same thing that the rest of the world does. A product or service that does something for them. Millennials may not be like the older generations used to be, but then again, the older generations aren't what they used to be either. For more on the 10 most common mistakes in marketing, visit ZimmerCommunications.com, your marketing resource in Southwest Missouri. ZimmerCommunications.com.
Summer road trip season is here, and before you load up the family and hit the highway, stop by CNC Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any brake job. It's a great way to make sure your vehicle is ready for all those summer miles ahead. And the summer heat, too. Take advantage of CNC Automotive's summer special and save 25% on a complete AC system check and service. That's a free oil and filter change with your brake job, plus 25% off AC service. Call CNC Automotive today and get summer ready.
Your home is where life happens. It's where kids play, pets roam, and memories are made. Since 1978, Robinson Fence Company has taken pride in building fences the right way. Every fence we build reflects our commitment to doing honest work for our neighbors. With over 4,000 fences installed, our experience speaks for itself. Rooted right here in Springfield and our office in Dallas, Texas, we're proud to be a hometown company. Robinson Fence Company. Family owned, locally trusted. Professional fencing by professional people.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
The question is out, and the internet has opinions. We've put today's hottest sports topic up on X, and now it's time to see where you stand. The Sports Poll Question of the Day on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
The Sports Poll Question of the Day on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
All right, back on ESPN The Jock, The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Tom Ladd, Rob Rodgers. Glad you're along the ride with us today. And our daily poll question, we've had some really good poll questions. They've been hard. They're not easy. You know, sometimes you get a poll question. Oh, that's pretty easy, you know. Some of these you're putting up there, they're not stupid questions, Tom. They're hard. I mean,
try to make them topical too, though.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
whatever
like
happens, you know, I try to make it a topical question. Once in a while, we'll sway from that. But
sure.
Yesterday, who joins Ryan Howard, Bill Miller, and Scott Bales? Could have put Brad Ziegler on there too,
yes,
possibly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
On the Missouri State Mount Rushmore of professional baseball. Obviously, today we had the news that Caden Bogenpole signed with the Phillies for $1.4 million. He may be a name on there down the road.
Yeah.
But our options for that one were Jake Berger, Pierce Johnson, Drake Baldwin, or Sean Markham. And a runaway winner, Drake Baldwin.
Yeah.
He's in the news, you know.
Well, he's good.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he's in the news right now. And he's good. He's not like he's in the pros, just kind of toiling, you know, or barely on the cusp of the roster. You know, he's an integral part of the Atlanta Braves and all-star catcher, you know, rookie of the year last year, gonna MVP candidate until he got hurt this year. I mean, he could get it going again. I mean, he's a special player.
A couple more of those 5 for 5 with 2 home runs. I mean,
5 for 5. That's amazing. Then you look at I was thinking about somebody. This, of course, this poll, everyone, Thomas made this poll for your pro career, not
Right.
what you did. Because I was thinking it's the picky, back in the day. But no, that was college. We're talking this is their pro career, like your Ryan Howards of the world and Billy Miller. Yeah,
Jason Hart.
Yeah.
Good ones. Today's question. Now, you can find this on X or Twitter, and it's under the 96.9 The Jock handle. We do a poll question every day.
Okay.
Here on the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Today, former St. Louis Cardinal Nolan Arenado became the 6th player in Major League Baseball history with 2,000 hits, 350 home runs, and 10-plus Gold Gloves. The 6th player. The others are Ken Griffey Jr., Willie Mays, Mike Schmidt, Johnny Bench, Al Kaline.
Wow, what a group.
Yes. Is Nolan a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Yes, no, or he needs a few more hits. He just picked up his 2,000th hit.
I would say you're right. The thing that would keep him out would be the hits, okay? Because that's 3,000 hits is kind of your bar, I guess. It's kind of been made to being the bar. However, the home runs and the Gold Gloves, as far as a complete player, man, that's pretty good.
Well, let's kind of judge him. Let's look at Ozzie Smith. Never a big hitter.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
just from the St. Louis Cardinals, franchise, a guy that is regarded as one of the greats at his position. Well, where do you put Nolan Arenado defensively at third base? He's one of the all-time great defensive players at third base.
Could be considered one of the best third basemen of all time. Yes.
Right.
I mean, there's rarely. He made a play for the Cardinals, was it last year against the Royals, where he was in foul territory by not just 1 or 2 steps. He was in foul territory by like 5 feet and threw a dart to first base for the out. A dart. I mean, that is amazing. One of those balls that kind of curved around third. He was over in foul territory and literally threw a cannon shot to first. So that guy, he's like this. It's like when Bobby Witt Jr. makes an error, we're like going, oh my gosh, is the sky falling? Yeah. It's kind of like the same way with Arenado at third base. When he makes an error, you're like going, whoa, was he just like something weird happened there? We actually have to question where that's an error. I mean, that's what you have to do. Official score, was that really an error? I mean, are you sure about that? That's kind of what we did there, Nolan Arenado. I'd agree with that. Yeah.
Yep. So that's our question of the day. Go to 96.9 The Jock on X or Twitter. Make sure you follow us, number 1, and then cast your vote, number 2. We'll let you know how it went tomorrow on the show. And there's other ways to follow us as well. If you missed anything, and people are in and out, we rarely have people to listen to the entire show.
And basically in the morning, they're going to the restroom or coming back out. That's pretty
getting
much
something to eat, getting some coffee. Yeah. Talking to the good looking girl or guy at the next cubicle, whatever.
Or, or have to go in to go eat some restaurant, come back out. You might miss something. Yeah.
You missed something. We've got podcasts up of the entire show. We got them by hours. And then we also do some shorts.
Yeah. I didn't know what those were called, but hey, check out those shorts. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I actually, and I in full disclosure to Tom, I've not really been on Facebook for the past week and a half, 2 weeks, because this whole tryout thing. I've just been working my tail off, I haven't even liked anything. I mean, I like it, but I haven't done it. But those
like it means you physically go in and hit
the button. Yeah. But it's there's good stuff on there. Those shorts are really neat. Kind of just grabs the context of the conversation and throws it out there real quick. I like them.
Your little take on the Sports Commission opening last week kind of went viral.
Thomas, don't go there. I'm not going down that road. You're not baiting me on that one. You're not baiting me. By the way, no one's called. I don't hear my phone ringing. I don't hear a text from anybody on the Springfield Sports Commission.
I'll tell you what. You did force a release. They did send out a release.
Thank you for that piece of paper that everybody published. Why are people not? I see people are upset about it. I get it, because Lance has a lot of connections in this community. Obviously, I mean, he's done a great job. And I mean, if you're a guy who can bring Quidditch to this town, I don't even know what. I mean, he should retire with a plaque from that job.
That's this weekend, by the way.
Yeah, he brought that in. All I know is it's wrong, and nobody's called, and nobody wants to come on and talk about it. Come on, talk about it. Come talk with me. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I need something better than better leadership. And you can do it privately. You can text me or call me privately if you want to. I need an answer. So, but nobody wants to give it. I don't even know if the other station's covering it. I don't even know if they had it out there. Probably it's a one-liner out there. Everybody should be outraged at this. I don't understand. The other station should be running. Finally, they threw a few things out there, a few dollops out there with the newspaper or the alleged newspaper and all these other. Nobody wants to investigate. You know why? Because they want people to come on their show. They want people to do that stuff. I don't do this for a living. He's my friend. All right? That just ticks me off.
Well, and our theory last week, and I still think it's right, there's somebody on the board. There's a board of, 15 to 20
24
guys.
people.
24.
Another reason we don't need to have 24 people on a board.
Well, they're not paid, so it's
Doesn't
a
matter if they're
volunteer
paid.
board.
That's just more people to throw out. Don't get me started. All I can say is this. Nobody in this town wants to go look in or investigate into anything. We're all just hunky-dory around here. We're all just, hey, we're all together in this. We're all just Springfield. We're all what? Nobody calls out anybody for anything in this town. Nobody does. I was the first one, Tom, to call out the Hammonds Field deal. Me, on this show, I was the first one. Then all of a sudden, Hammonds Field, we shouldn't change the name. And all of a sudden, everybody jumps in. But nobody criticizes anything. Nobody goes after anything. Part of being a progressive city, which we allegedly are, is we have to do things. Like, for example, do you think the Royals should trade Vinny Pasquantino? I have a point to this question.
You're asking me personally?
Yeah, Tom. Do you think they should trade Vinny Pasquantino? What are the advantages of trade Vinny Pasquantino?
The salary dump. That's it.
Sure.
That's the only thing.
Because why? He is what jersey do they sell at Kauffman Stadium a lot of? Number 7, number 9, number 11.
Yeah.
Those are the ones, right? So in the offseason, should they trade number 9 or number 11? They're not going to trade 7, but should they trade those other 2? Would that tick off the fan base? Do you think so?
Yeah.
It would, right? But the last time the Royals made a trade of their marquee player, do you remember his name? Zach Greinke. We got a haul of Lorenzo Cain, Mike Moustakas. We got all these guys, and what did we do? Won a world championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when the Chiefs traded Tyreek Hill? What happened the next 3 years? Super Bowl titles, all right? I have a point to this. Sometimes you got to shake up the norm, and I think Springfield's stuck in the 60s. I think we are. It's a good old boy network around here. It is. I see it in baseball. It's a good old boy network. A lot of you people lived here for your entire life. I haven't. But I look at Tulsa, and I look at these Northwest Arkansas. I look at all these other places. They're thriving. Northwest Arkansas does because they have the Walmart money. I get it. They're people come from other places. It's made a very cosmopolitan place. But here, we're the last ones to get turf fields. The last ones. We are the last ones to improve our facilities. We're so short indoor facilities in this town, it's not even funny. We have a Division I football school that doesn't have an indoor facility. We have people don't show up to a Division I football game. The apathy is pathetic in this town. It's awful. And my thing is, and the movers and shakers in this town don't move or shake. They don't. They don't make things happen. But yet we have a guy who works his tail off to bring stuff to this community. Quidditch of all things. And there's some other things in the pipeline he better get credit for. I better see someone when this big thing, there's going to be a big thing that's going to pop probably here in the next week
Tomorrow,
or 2.
I believe, right?
Maybe this week, sometime next week. They better attribute that to him because he's the one doing the job bringing all these events to this town. All I'm saying is he's my friend, and I think somebody had an axe to grind or something or didn't like the way he operates. Guess what? I don't like the way half the people in this world operate. I don't sit there and try, fire him over it. I mean, seriously, you've got to be kidding me. To get fired in this town? Come on. Seriously. What egregious thing did Lance Kettering do to offend you? Say, oh, we don't want to do it that way? Oh, well, he's been successful for 16 years. I don't know. Whatever. Done. Rant over.
I baited you on that one, didn't I?
You did bait me on that one because it's just what you have to do something egregious to get fired. We don't make leadership changes in this town, Tom. That's the point. Nobody makes leadership changes in this town. We never do. Oh, that's okay. That's all right. You'll just do better next time. That's right. Just keep it up. Well, nobody makes leadership changes in this town. Nobody goes, we want to go in a different direction. Nobody does that in Springfield, Missouri, ever. Prove me wrong.
Or we just never hear about it. It's so quiet that you never hear about it. That's possible that there's some big things going on.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. And they don't want something to happen to their public persona. I get that.
Had we not kind of found out about this and mentioned it on the air, of course, I texted you. And
our sources gave it to us.
Yes. Had we not found out, it probably, when would we have found out?
By the way, I want to go on the record just so everybody knows at the Sports Commission, Lance wouldn't tell me squat, by the way. I had to pry it out of his mouth.
And he still didn't tell you.
He still didn't tell me anything.
Just that he's no longer there. That's the only thing he confirmed.
Only thing he said.
Yep.
He confirmed the date and the time he was let go.
Yep.
That's the only thing I said. Well, what happened? He goes, I don't want to talk about it.
No.
So I just want to let everybody know that as well. We found out through our own sources, by the way.
Name, rank, and serial number. That's all he gave.
Pretty much is all he did.
Yep.
But anyway, so let's be better in this community. People are trying to help grow this community, and then you fire the people that are doing it. Actually, it's just unbelievable.
I've got another short lined up, ready to go after the show today. Rob's rant again. Why don't you tell me when you got a rant coming up?
Hey, other station over there. I'll just call you out. Other station. Hey, Purrier and Ned, why are we not all over this? You're with us on this. Come on, let's go. I know you listen to our show. I see your numbers. Come on, let's go. Call them out on it too. Let's go. Let's figure something out here.
This is
you're the sports reporters over there. Do the job. I'm not a sports reporter. He's just my friend. And Purrier, I know he's your friend too. I mean, come on, man.
Let me play this after the fact here.
All right, team, listen up.
Time now for Rob's Rant, where common sense meets a microphone and absolutely nothing is safe.
I love Tears for Fears. I would let you play that just because I like Tears for Fears. Anyway, hey guys, come on. We got to do better in this community. We're trying to grow this. We're trying to all come in. Just when I was 2 feet in on Springfield and saying, let's do this together, this kind of stuff happens. So I just want to make sure that the reasonings were sound. If I'm wrong, I will come on and admit it. I will. I'm a big man. Everyone, this is not my regular daytime job. This is another thing I do. So,
there's nothing you're wrong about. I mean, you're wanting an answer. You're not speculating. I mean, we kind of, maybe there's a personality conflict. That's speculation. But what you're saying is he's gone. We just want to know why, the real reason why. Don't know if we'll ever, it's like an injury. Yeah. You can't, they won't, tell us
divulge it.
Right.
Yeah, they won't, because they probably got lawyers involved now. Don't say anything, blah, 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 working on this, but whatever. But anyway, that's
normally, let me just throw this out before we take a break.
Sure.
Normally, if something like this is happening, it would be, well, let's keep him, but drop him in the pecking order if he's not doing his job. If there's something really
a reassignment.
Yes. In the same company, not we're going to go in a different direction. That has the smell of something very weird.
It does.
When you get rid of a guy totally, you could have kept him and maybe reassigned some people, or maybe had
somebody's well known in this community, Tom. I mean, this is well known in this community. But anyway, all right, rant over. Got the rant.
I don't know if I can do the jock off of the week now after that. Thanks, Rob.
Well, it is what it is. I just, get friends involved is what it is. Wouldn't go for any one of my friends in town. Anybody. I defend you I defend you all the way. Hey, let's take a break on the show. We got a lot of things coming up on the show. Our Bear Tracker, top of the hour, Conference USA Media Day, and Sportscaster Connor Onion next hour. But we got a lot more before then on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports.
Mornings in the Ozarks just got louder. Sports debates, hot takes, local legends, and your voice in the mix. It's the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Did that last hailstorm sideline your ride? Don't let hail win. Put Frontline Auto Hail on your team. They're the only shop where you pay zero deductible, and they'll handle your insurance claim from start to finish with all insurance carriers. Worried about your rates? Hail claims typically don't increase your insurance premiums. While other shops keep you on the bench, Frontline gets repairs started immediately, helping you get back on the road faster. Schedule your free inspection today at frontlineautohail.com. That's frontlineautohail.com.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. For centuries, lobster was a delicacy reserved for those living close to the coast. Today, you don't need an ocean view to enjoy it, just a table at Retro Metro. Introducing Bergen Ravioli. Fresh ravioli stuffed with lobster and cognac, served in a Thermidor blue cheese and spinach sauce that's creamy and rich and unforgettable. Discover the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Missouri's laws are clear. Unregulated gaming devices are illegal. Companies have been telling businesses that gray market machines are legal. That's wrong. Don't be scammed. If you have these devices at your business, you could be subject to criminal and civil penalties. Unplug and remove these devices today.
If you've been approached to host illegal gaming machines, call now 800-523-1434 or visit ago.mo.gov. Sponsored by the Attorney General's Office.
Life's stressful enough, so when something unexpected happens, it's that much worse. That's why it's important that you're covered by Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent David Kinsman. He's not your typical insurance agent. He will fight for you. He's also a local and understands his community. Whether it's home and auto insurance to life and business, he has you covered on all fronts. So when something happens, don't sweat, because David Kinsman has your back. Google David Kinsman, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance today.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to the opening drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Jock Off of the Week. It's time now to find out who is the Jock Off of the Week.
Panning the globe.
How many times are you going to get run over, Willie? Stink. That running back broke my ankle so bad. The most galling performance by someone in sports this week.
So good! So good!
Jock Off of the Week.
Tom and I woke up in a mood today.
Yes, indeed. Well, I had this kind of planned last night. I baited you on that last.
You did bait me totally.
Segment, but I had this
Don will come in here after the show. Here's your pink slip.
Yes.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Well, I'm not going to get that. This just makes absolutely no sense to me.
All right.
Who are name a couple of the biggest money colleges, universities out there, Rob Rodgers?
Alabama.
There's
Michigan.
one, Michigan.
Yeah. Florida, you name any SEC school, basically.
Texas.
Notre Dame. Yeah. There
Texas.
You go. Texas. Yeah.
Probably number one, right? Texas.
I would think Texas would be probably number one. Yeah.
Well, Texas released their basketball schedule, Rob. This is my Jock Off of the Week.
I can't see it.
Texas releases their men's basketball schedule. Okay. Listen to this cupcake schedule that they have. It's so, okay. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All bye games, all home games. This is the home game schedule for the Texas Longhorns out of the SEC.
Out of the SEC.
Sean Miller, great coach.
Oh, yeah. Sean
great
Miller's the coach, yeah.
So they've got Chicago State.
Chicago State, the Cougs. The Cougs coming to town.
Gardner Webb.
Wow.
Grambling. Southern Utah. Southern Indiana.
Other Southerns.
Jackson State.
Oh, wow.
Now, they do have Memphis on there. I'll give them that. Prairie View A&M.
Oh, my gosh.
East Texas A&M. All home games on the Texas Longhorns men's basketball.
Wow.
These are all bye games. 8 bye games, where they pay people a lot of money to come and take a loss in Austin, Texas.
Wow, that is a cupcake there. That's one of the biggest cupcakes I've ever heard.
I used to think Mizzou was kind of like that every year. They play most of these schools. This is what drives me nuts about college basketball. They'll have 15 home games before they play a conference.
Game.
Maybe 2 road games, a tournament maybe somewhere.
They'll meet up somewhere and play like Kansas or somewhere in like some neutral side, Las Vegas or something.
Texas, the school that has the most money in college sports,
buying their wins, man.
And they have that cupcake schedule. What sense does that make?
It doesn't. And how
is that going to make them better?
Well, their RPI will be horrible, but then they'll get in a conference and they'll quickly rebound because their conference is pretty good. But
they'll get into the NCAA tournament. They'll have 22, 23 wins.
Yeah.
They're going to win all those games for sure.
They'll finish 8th in the SEC.
Yeah. Somewhere. Top half anyway.
Yeah. Well, that is top half. Yeah. Okay, 7th. They'll finish 7th in the SEC. They'll squeak in. Remember, they were in the play-in. Were they in the play-in game last year, Texas? I think they were. I think they were in the play-in game last year.
Yeah, they were.
That's probably why they made that schedule. They want to make sure they got wins under their belts. Golly, that's awful. East Texas A&M, by the way, they're a Division II school like 4 years ago. Used to be East Texas. Used to be Texas A&M. Where is out there? East Texas. I don't know. It used to be East Texas State. That's who it used to be because we played them when we were at Pittsburgh State. Football. They were really good in football back then, but now they're.
Is that the Lone Star Conference?
Yep, Lone Star Conference.
Yep.
They were all really good. They're all Division I's now, pretty much. Those Lone Star schools.
Drury was in that for a little while.
Yeah. Oh man, not very far removed from a Division II schedule. That's for sure.
Wow. So those
are all 100. Those are all 101 to 64 games.
Yeah,
that's what those all are. Those are pad the stats games. Whew.
Well, they're all going to be wins. They're all going to be in Austin. The fans, I can't imagine the fans being happy about that. I can't imagine. I'm sure they'll say that these are all sellouts, because they probably sell out all their season tickets. But I guarantee you the place will not be packed.
You know what their PR is going to be on that? Well, these are the only guys. These are the only teams we could get to come into Austin to play us. I mean, that's all they always say. These are the only teams we could get. KU used to do that too, by the way. KU used to play, like Brown, Harvard, all these Ivy schools, or they play like Long Island University. Well, they came here last year. Long Island came here.
Yeah,
they really beat us here too.
Oh, they're good. Yeah, they were really good. They made it to the NCAA tournament.
They did. We played an NCAA tournament team. Yeah,
they were. I mean, that was a veteran team,
good.
Mature team. Absolutely.
Before the season started, we're going through that list, Tom. We're going, Long Island, that's a win. No, they're good.
No. Now, if it was Long Island Tea, that would have been a win for me. Long Island Tea.
With that shirt, absolutely.
Hey, by the way, Craig, who's going to be on with us tomorrow, commenting on my shirt.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he has the Bears. For those of you who don't know, listen on the radio or streaming, he's got the Bears Hawaiian shirt on today.
I'll be wearing this in Cancun this year during Thanksgiving as we play.
Are you guys in Cancun this year? Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it'll be one of them. I've got a couple. I've got a blue one that they gave out this past year.
Oh yeah.
And then this one, kind of a maroon red.
That's got
reddish.
more of the Hawaiian look to it. The plumerias on it.
Yep.
I tell you what though, that's a nice shirt, Tom. You look, Tom.
Tomorrow you're going to wear yours, right?
If I can find it, it might be in this. It might be in the vacay storage somewhere.
Oh,
I gotta figure that out.
You got a vacation area just for vacation clothes.
Clothes. Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Well, speaking of the SEC, after our jock off, and again, I know this has been threatened before many times, but the SEC in their media day yesterday talking again about breaking away from the NCAA.
Tom, I was going to talk to you about that today. I mean, are you kidding me? They're like openly saying we might just have to break away.
Well, it's not the first time, so don't, this is a bluff that they've used before, and everybody takes it serious that we're going to break away. We're going to enforce our own rules. We're already enforcing our own rules, so why not just break away from the NCAA? We got to get some antitrust stuff going. Too many lawsuits, blah, blah, blah.
You know what would stop that in its tracks? Government just pulls all their federal funding. That would stop it in its tracks. They go, oh, okay, never mind. We'll just, we'll play by the rules. Keep in mind, the U.S. government has the tools necessary to keep people in line.
I don't know if the federal funding is enough to scare anybody, because they're making how many million the TV deals.
Oh, it hurt the
in
everyday
these conferences.
It hurt the everyday student, though.
That's right.
That's what the chancellors will go, oh, wait a minute. We are an institution of higher learning. Oh, wait a minute. We can't lose our federal funding.
The science department.
Oh, I'm telling you, they would go. All that has to happen. All Trump has to do is say this. We'll pull your federal funding and keep talking like this. And they'll shut their pie holes. Good night.
After the Sorsby deal with Texas Tech, everybody, that was kind of a personal issue with a lot of people. NCAA didn't know how to handle the gambling issue.
Still don't know how. How is it possible that gambling went on and they didn't know about it? I don't know. I just find it hard to believe. But it wasn't like he was at Indiana, for example. He wasn't the starting quarterback.
No.
And then at Cincinnati, he was a starting quarterback. But how is it the fact nobody knew about it? Somebody had to know. He's placing how many bets he placed? He's placing bets like all the time. And then they catch these guys in these betting scandals through, I don't know, they catch them. I don't know how they even catch them, but they do. How did they not catch this guy, Sorsby?
Well, a lot of these, this morning on the morning show, they were talking about the Michigan AD. That was their whole topic, basically.
Really?
Was that basically, the NCAA, through its investigations, found that he lost control of the athletic department.
Yeah.
Which we understand. Yeah. Football coach, couple football coaches there, investigations.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to leave until the end of the year. And CeCe's big complaint about that is, well, if he's so bad, if he lost control and not a good leader, why isn't he leaving now? Why does he get till the end of the calendar year before he has to leave? And I agree. He's going to stick around to help out with the transition. Do you want him helping out with the transition?
Interesting.
If he was such a bad leader,
Yeah, it just smells of pension. That's what it smells of. He had to hit at the end of the year to get his full pension or something. I don't know, something like that. It has to be something like that.
Well, it's also your typical, officially it is he's leaving on his own accord, but unofficially we know what's going on there because of the investigation and what came out of the investigation. He was asked to leave. Now, if you do it yourself, we'll pay you X amount of money.
Yes.
If we have to fire you, you're not going to get it.
Yeah,
I'll resign.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think it's like we're going to fire you for cause.
Right.
They probably had enough for cause, and they negotiated something to say, well, Word Manual probably had something on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? There's something else there that maybe they're just kind of shuffle under the rug and move on or something.
We'll ask our guest at 8:20, Connor Onion. He is a Big Ten broadcaster. May have a take on that. And what's another one, speaking of that, we got about a minute left, but Eli Drinkwitz yesterday in the SEC Media Day bashed the Big Ten and their scheduling. The last 3 national champions have been Big Ten conference teams.
Yes.
He said that's because of their scheduling. They don't play, they had the 9-game conference schedule, and they didn't have to play that extra power conference team.
Oh, okay. So they play 9 and SEC plays 10? Is that what you're saying?
Well, the SEC has gone up this year now.
Okay.
But they didn't have to in the past. And he was kind of bashing the scheduling tactics of the Big Ten and thought it had a lot to do with them not having to play.
That
They didn't
game.
Yes.
Interesting.
This is Eli of all the people in the SEC.
Yeah.
Complaining about the Big Ten in particular. He picked out the Big Ten and it went national. That story.
There's a solution. SEC just needs to break away. Just break away. There, solve your own. You always manage your own rules down, everything. Just break away. Yeah, I think that's why they can't come to an agreement, the SEC and Big Ten, on how to do this Protect College Sports Act and all that kind of stuff. They can't come to an agreement there because of that kind of stuff. We both got to play the same amount of league games, and we got to collect the same amount of rights fees, and SEC don't want to share the rights fees either. So there's a lot of there's going to be a lot of things happening in college football going forward, and it's going to affect not just the football team, it's going to affect everybody in that league.
Bear Tracker coming up after the break here at the top of the hour.
Let's do it. 46 days until we go down to Kyle Field and beat the Aggies. Let's go. Coming up next on ESPN, The Jock.
Springfield weather on The Jock.
Plans for another hot and humid day today. We'll find temperatures in the middle 90s with heat index values up to 110 this afternoon. The good news is that a cold front will blow through the area around midday today. The bad news is the impacts won't be felt until tonight and tomorrow. Upper 60s and low humidity overnight tonight. A nice day Wednesday in the middle 80s. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Make a difference with QPS. A backpack filled, a classroom prepared, a student ready to learn. Through their support of Clear the List, QPS Missouri is helping local teachers and families get the supplies they need for a successful school year. It's all part of the QPS effect, creating positive change right here at home while helping advance the future of medicine through clinical research. Learn more about upcoming QPS clinical research opportunities at 417studies.com or call 417-831-2048. Join the QPS effect today and make a difference in ways you never thought possible.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.
And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think?
Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance.
That's not the full picture with Abacus.
Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services.
HR surprises people. Why would we offer that?
Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth.
So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business.
And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions.
Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
Summer golf season is in full swing, so how's yours? At Play It Again Sports, you'll find drivers, wedges, balls, bags, gloves, and shoes. Everything you need to keep your friends from talking too much trash when you're out on the course. Trade in your old clubs and upgrade to something that'll actually help your handicap. Because when you trade in, you win. Before your next tee time, swing by Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Center on Battlefield Road. And remember, when you trade in, you win.
The best Most State Bears coverage on KBFL Springfield, K245CA Springfield. Springfield's total sports station, ESPN The Jock, with this local sports center update with Don Luzader.
Couple of crushing back-to-back losses for the St. Louis Cardinals after falling in Arizona, blowing a 7-0 lead on Sunday. The Cardinals opening a series last night in Anaheim against the Angels, taking a 2-1 lead into the ninth inning with their closer, Riley O'Brien, on the mound. He had two batters in the inning. One of those was a hit-by-pitch with the bases loaded to end the game as the Angels walk it off. That series continues tonight in Anaheim. Matthew Liberatore going to the mound for the Cardinals. Kansas City Royals went over the San Francisco Giants 4-3 at Kauffman Stadium. They'll play again tonight at the K. And the Kansas City Chiefs will open their preseason football schedule against the LA Rams at Arrowhead Stadium with a 3 p.m. game on August the 15th. I'm Don Luzader on The Jock.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Rockbridge Rainbow Trout and Game Ranch. World-class trout fishing, scenic lodging, and
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Planned for another hot and humid day today. We'll find temperatures in the middle 90s with heat index values up to 110 this afternoon. The good news is that a cold front will blow through the area around midday today. The bad news is the impacts won't be felt until tonight and tomorrow. Upper 60s and low humidity overnight tonight. A nice day Wednesday in the middle 80s. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
If it matters in the Ozarks, it matters here. From Missouri State to the Cardinals and beyond, start your day with the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 on ESPN, The Jock.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Opening drive. It's opening drive.
Opening Drive. It's the Opening Drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is sports radio done differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
We're getting you ready for the 26th Missouri State Bears football season with our daily Bear Tracker. Find out what Casey Woods thinks, who the new players are, and what the schedule presents.
"46 days away from the first game at Texas A&M for the Missouri State Bears. And it's time now to bring you our Bear Tracker. And from the media day in Dallas yesterday, Bears head coach Casey Woods, along with players Jaron Askren, tight end, and Jared Bird Lloyd were on the dais interviewed 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Wanted to bring that to you here today on ESPN The Jock.
And it's time now to get to the second to final team of the day, Missouri State. Second year in the league in FBS. What a solid start they had last year. Tied for fourth in the conference with 5-3. The growth has been outstanding. The city of Springfield has been off the charts. Got a lot to get to as we welcome in Missouri State, the new head coach Casey Woods, along with tight end Jaron Askren and linebacker
and also investing in and helping them understand the goals that they want to have for their life.
All right, let's talk about the schedule here for 2026 for Missouri State. All right, what do you see right off the bat here?
Well, we got a great, there'll be a lot of maroon and white in College Station.
Yeah.
So we are really excited about that, man. Great environment for our players to have a chance to do that. I've challenged our community to beat our attendance record twice this year. And I think that like I said, we got a great community. They're forward-minded. They're investing from a private standpoint into what it is that we want to do. So we've got a chance, I think, some of those early September games, Linwood, Marshall have a chance to do that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think that it'll draw more attention than it's worth to coming back to Dallas in the SMU game. But obviously, Rhett Lashley is a great friend of mine in this profession. We'll love that opportunity. But what we've got to be prepared for is this outstanding conference slate that we have. I think we've got as difficult to run as anybody's got in our conference. We've got great opponents. It was when you look back at the schedule from last year. Everybody that's left in this conference was a one-score game for Missouri State, wins and losses. So this is a great conference, a great time to be part of this conference. I don't think that we talk enough about how good our conference is. I don't think we talk about how competitive we are against them. We had 7 bowl teams last year with a winning record, right? Some of these other G6 teams G6 conferences that are around, I think that we're just as competitive with them as anybody in this league. And we got opportunity, national television, to play that midweek slate in October, get back in November on those Saturdays. And I'm really excited for our fan base, the Missouri State fans, but I'm really excited for all of our conference fan bases in this deal because we got a great opportunity to represent our conference in a positive light and show how competitive we can be on the national stage.
All right. Wow. Great to hear from the head bear himself and our notable players down at the Conference USA Media Day in Dallas. And I tell you what, every time I listen to Casey Woods talk, I'm ready to go. I mean, when we talked to him on Friday to start off this Bear Tracker, a 50 days till kickoff, it's going to be 9 months since he took over the program before he coaches his first game.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. There's a process. I get it, but he loves that game day. He was talking about that on our show on Friday. That, man, that's a long time to go. You've worked almost a year and you haven't even coached a game yet to do your, game day job. Man,
working his butt off to get the roster full.
Yeah,
get some good talent,
getting the community fired up.
Yep,
he's going all these engagements, getting out there talking all over the state. So, well, excited. 46 days until kickoff. Tomorrow will be 45. We'll have another segment tomorrow on the Bear Tracker. Hope you enjoy that. Just go down and play some football in Houston, College Station. Per se.
Pretty close.
Against the Aggies.
Yep.
All right, we'll take a break on the show. We've got Connor Onion coming up next right here on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports.
Not your average sports show. Louder opinions, better stories, and zero boring mornings. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
When you start spending money on your marketing, making mistakes is not something you want to do. So Roy Williams, author of the best-selling books The Wizard of Ads and Secret Formulas of the Wizard of Ads, presents the 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 10, ad speak. The truth about advertising is that people don't hate it, they hate boring advertising. No one cares that you've been in business since the late 60s, and they know just about anyone on the planet can say that they've got the biggest selection and friendliest staff. Don't waste time of your prospective customers with ad speak. Too many words wrapped around a tiny idea. Rather, entertain with your marketing. Tell people your story. Everyone can relate to and remember stories, and the more people can relate to and remember you, the better chance you have of earning a shot at their business. For more on the 10 most common mistakes in marketing, visit ZimmerCommunications.com, your marketing resource in Southwest Missouri. ZimmerCommunications.com.
Summer road trip season is here. Before you hit the highway, visit CNC Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any shocks and struts replacement. New shocks and struts can help improve ride quality and handling for all those summer miles ahead. And don't forget the heat. Save 25% on a complete AC system check and service during CNC Automotive's Summer Special. That's a free oil change with shocks and struts replacement, plus 25% off AC service. Call CNC Automotive today and get summer ready.
Spring and summer storms in the Ozarks have been tough on your home. High winds, heavy rains, and hail can leave damage you may not see from the ground. For more than 20 years, ABC Roofing has helped Springfield area homes and business owners protect what matters most after the storms have passed. With honest inspections, quality work, and the highest level of integrity. If storms left you wondering about your roof, let the ABC team come take a look. ABC Roofing, keeping it simple for over 20 years.
When your business depends on security, access, and durability, the details matter. At Robinson Fence Company, we've delivered dependable commercial fencing solutions in 9 different states. From industrial and high security fencing to complex commercial installations, our crews work efficiently and comply with job site requirements. With a long-standing presence in Springfield, Missouri, and our office in Dallas, Texas, Robinson Fence is a trusted partner. Robinson Fence Company. Commercial strength, proven experience, professional fencing by professional people.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Back on the opening drive with Tom and Rob as we continue on, roll on a hot Tuesdays we're going to have here in the Ozarks. Make sure you're taking care of yourself today. And Thomas, we've got a guest on the line. Do we have a guest on the line?
Well, not yet.
Oh, okay.
He'll be. We'll check in
I
with
saw a little
Connor
picture
here.
over there. That's
Yep.
the still picture. Otherwise, he's very frozen right there. So hopefully, we'll get Connor on in here momentarily. Just kind of going over the World Cup grades. You know, they like to put out World Cup grades. You know how everybody did. Obviously, Spain gets an A for winning. Cape Verde gets an A for being Cape Verde. Argentina gets a C. And the reason they got a C is because they really disgraced themselves after that final the other day with the pushing and shoving and everything after the match. I mean, come on, dude. You can't get mad when you don't have a shot on goal. You know what I'm saying? If you had a bunch of shots on goal and there's a chippy affair, then one thing. But you didn't even have a shot. If you don't shoot the ball, you can't score, which means you can't win. So I don't know why they're all chippy and stuff after the game. So they got a C. England got a C because they thought they should be in the final. United States got a C because that's kind of where they're supposed to be, average, you know, that kind of thing. Germany got an F. Brazil got an F. Brazil should have probably been there. They had a horrible. Erling Haaland, A, the Norwegian. He had a great. Mbappe, an A. Messi, a B, right?
Wow.
Messi, a B. Why? Because you couldn't get it done in the biggest game. You may be the greatest of all time, but that's going to live with him for the rest of his life. That should have been Argentina's.
But he's got a couple. I mean, LeBron, Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't win one every year.
Sure. I get it. Let's see. Pochettino, Poch got a D on his grade. I don't know about that. Pulisic got a D grade. Now we get down. Ronaldo, D. Just playing the World Cup as a 41-year-old is remarkable, but Ronaldo arguably made Portugal worse than better, and that cost them. Then Gianni Infantino, the FIFA president, an F. Got a total F on that one. Oh, man. That was tough.
Now, what was the explanation there?
Enough of the attention-seeking attempts to claim the tournament as your own little playground for celebrities, politicians, and fading players. And thanks for the World Cup final halftime show. All of those hydration breaks, that's why you got an F. So, got an F. And then, you know, he made that decision on the U.S. striker to kind of overturn it. I mean, he didn't do it, allegedly, but, yeah, whatever. Then Marcelo Bielsa, the Argentinian coach, gets an F because, wait a minute, no, he's not an F. Hold on, that's Uruguay's coach. Uruguay's coach got an F. So I don't know what that's all about. I don't know why he's even in there, but anyway, those are your grades for the World Cup. What's your grade for the World Cup, Tom? Do you have a grade?
I think it was outstanding.
I think it was good.
I mean, overall, just the crowds, the enthusiasm, they brought the country together on something that, we rarely see. I mean, this country it's not the number one sport in this country. And yet a lot of people that are not soccer fans were, watching this with bated breath. So I say it was outstanding. All that other stuff, to me, it's ticky-tacky stuff.
Yeah, it kind of is.
The water breaks we made fun of, but you know what? The TV people made a ton of extra money off that.
Bank on that.
Yes.
So Ryan told me a joke that was kind of floating around on the social medias. Everybody's like, I guess somebody said, hey, this World Cup is great. Every 4 years, this is outstanding. Maybe they should start a league or something. That's kind of a dish on MLS,
Oh, my God.
Maybe we should start a league. Oh, my gosh. But, yeah, MLS coming back online. Now, MLS is moving to a traditional fall to spring schedule. Is that this year? I can't, but they're doing it soon to get in line with the other national leagues. But right now I saw where Messi's taking a couple of games off from his Miami schedule after the World Cup. So just taking a couple of matches off. That's
Probably needs
pretty
to.
grueling,
Well, and I mean, think about the money he made in the commercials and stuff.
Everything's
has
a
he
messy
been in that
commercial.
many? Yeah, has he been in that many commercials before the World Cup?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing him that much.
But he's wearing Lowe's jerseys. I mean, he was literally in every commercial. I mean, it was him, kicking a ball or something in every commercial.
So he could afford to take a couple of games off without pay, after what he did this last month. But here's the thing, though, and it kind of reminds me of the NBA playoffs, the NHL playoffs. Man, does it take a lot of time. It's like the NFL, they get a week between games. You probably need it in the NFL. Do you need it in soccer? I know you run a lot. I know it's a grind, but gosh, it's almost a whole week.
It is. It's
not that you could play it every other day. I don't think you can do that.
No. You can't even do that to college level. I mean, you can't do it at the youth level. You're running all the time. I know it looks like they're walking out there. No, if you count up the miles they run in a game, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. So this is a story just came across as we wait for Connor. 2 weeks till the MLB trade line. The Detroit Tigers are actually thinking about keeping Tarek Skubal. Can you believe that? Not trading him, which I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know if that's a good move or not. He's got a 2.97 ERA. They're making a playoff push, they say. Man, I don't know if that's a good move at all. I don't see them. Man, what do you think on that, Tom? I don't think that's a smart idea.
Well, again, comes down to a money issue with them. Will they make the playoffs? They make the playoffs, then it's a moot point. They're 6.5 games out, so they're within striking distance, no doubt about it.
In a weak division, 6.5 out, 47-53.
Take him off that roster, they don't make it.
That's true. Let's see, wild card standings. They are wild card standings. They are 4.5 out from the wild card. They got a plus 33 run differential. They're one of only 3 teams in the American League wild card hunt with a plus run differential.
And they have a losing record, 6 games below 500, and they have a plus
33 runs.
That's amazing.
One of only 3. Yankees, Red Sox, who are hot, by the way. Red Sox were left for dead. They fired their manager. Look at them. Phillies, left for dead, fire their manager. Look where they are. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't think I thought if you fired managers, you didn't improve at all. That's what everybody keeps telling me everywhere. Oh, we fire the manager, we're not going to get better. I don't know. Philadelphia Phillies, Don Mattingly. Boston Red Sox are surging. Red Sox are in the wild card right now. The Red Sox are in the wild card. Good night. When did that happen?
Well, they got hot.
Oh, 14 in a row. That'll do it. 14 in a row the Red Sox have won. Good night. Longest winning streak, of course, anywhere other than 2 wins in a row. 14 in a row for the Red Sox. 10-0 in their last 10. Obviously, they still have a losing record at home, but they have a 29-21 record on the road and a plus 46 run differential.
Biggest surprise in Major League Baseball surprises Tampa Bay, the White Sox.
Yep.
Goodness gracious. The White Sox were left for dead last year, 2 years ago.
Oh,
and look at them now. Yep.
Well, they also have a great farm system. So they've drafted well. and they've made good trades. Chris Getz is their GM, former Royal, former White Sox. They've made good trades, and look where they are. Yankees sitting on the outside of the behind Tampa Bay, but I'm 4.5 out. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's I don't know. That's you can get a lot for Scrooble. You know, you can get a lot for him.
Oh yeah,
I mean, a lot.
Yeah, but a lot that's going to help them this year.
No.
Down the road,
that's stocking the pond right there. You know what I'm saying?
But the fans, they get rid of him, and they're
going to lose him anyway, though. That's the whole thing. They're not going to. He's ticked off that they brought in that other guy, Bamber, whatever his name is,
Valdez.
Yeah, he's ticked. He got more money than he's mad. He's not staying with the Tigers. He's gone. That's an arbitration number. That's not an arbitration number. Yeah, he won arbitration, right? $32 million a year for 1 year. He's gone.
Well, then you know that situation, you got to get rid of him because you're not going to get anything back.
You'll get for that. You might get a high comp pick, maybe, but that's not enough. You got to get draft picks back.
Start looking at it. You know, is it worth winning? You know, keeping him and trying to win win yourself into the playoffs. I'm not going to say win the league, but win yourself into the playoffs. Is it worth it to do that and then lose him and get nothing, or get rid of him? Probably no way get into the playoffs and then have a couple players for the future.
I just don't think Detroit thinks differently, though. You know that with their ownership, they think differently. They would be a franchise to say, we're going to stick with you. We're going to try to make the playoffs. They're that kind of an organization. They'll roll the dice and they have so much money. Detroit has a lot of money. They'll just go, okay, well, we lost him. It stinks. You know, we made a shot. That's how they think. So they're not panic sellers. In other words, I don't know. They have to leapfrog Houston, Minnesota, Baltimore, and Texas, and Boston, and technically probably the Guardians too. They'd have to jump the Guardians. Guardians have a winning record, so the Guardians themselves are 7 games ahead of them in second place. I don't know, man. I think it's sell.
Atlanta Braves looking for a playoff caliber starter. So there's somebody that would have the wherewithal to pick him up, and he probably would go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know,
right now, Cardinals sitting in a wild card spot. Right now, as of today, they're sitting in there with the Marlins and the Pirates. What's up with the Pirates hanging around? Marlins and the Pirates are in there with, and the Diamondbacks are a half game back. See, here's the thing with the Cardinals too. They're playing the Angels, you know, one of the worst teams in the league, along with the Royals and the Rockies and the Mets. They've got to beat these Angels the next 2 games. You know, they can't. This is time to win now. I mean, you beat those teams that aren't very good on the road, and they're a good road team. The Cardinals are. I should have won last night. They need to take that series. This is the time you gotta harvest. You gotta get that done. So the Cardinals sitting in a playoff spot right now. I don't know. I'm just eager to see who gets traded at the deadline. I thought Scooble was an automatic, but now AJ Hinch talking about he's not such an automatic. They might roll the dice and go with him. Maybe that's public posturing too. It could be just public posturing. Maybe to see if they can get on a quick little roll here in 2 weeks with him. See if they can get a little juice behind them. Then they can keep him. But you know, if they flatten out here in 2 weeks, they're going to go ahead and trade him.
We've got a caller on the line. Let's go to the phones. Hi, you're on the opening drive with Tom and Rob.
Hey, this is Paul. I say you keep him. To me, it's a no-brainer.
Why is it a no-brainer if you keep Scooble?
Because, first off, look at the American League, how weak it is.
Yes.
I mean, is there really a team in the league that scares you?
No.
And then second of all, he's a game one starter.
Yes.
And he can pitch you 2 games on a short series, so you figure there's 2 wins and a best of 3 and a best of 5.
Yeah.
You just need one more win. And you figure in a 7-game series, if it goes 7 games, he could, maybe pitch
3
game
times.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it depends when he pitched in the division series. But now with all the off days between these series.
Yeah.
And I mean, you'll have so many chances to go to the playoffs. And you go walk in that clubhouse and say, oh, we just traded our ace when we're in the playoff chase.
Yes. No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. It's a tough decision. I mean, I think you're right on that point. You can make a run for it there.
And I think the other thing these teams are dealing with is, what's the status of baseball next year?
Yes. Yep.
I mean, it may be 2 years. Do you want a player, if you're the other organizations, that you may have for 2 months, then you may not get them for 12 more months? Who knows?
Yeah.
So
I think that, Paul, you're exactly right. I think a lot of these trades are going to have collective bargaining agreement, kind of a shade to it. You know what I'm saying? They're also thinking ahead a little bit. Do they dump salary now? Well, it doesn't matter on Struble because he's a free agent. But on somebody like Waka, for example, are the Royals going to trade Waka? I just think they have to now. At first, I didn't think they would, but now why would you not? With CBA coming up, and they wouldn't have them. Plus, there's a club option attached at the end of his contract in 2 years. I think you got to go get prospects.
I'm telling you, if Kansas City doesn't make a trade or two at the trade deadline, that just shows you J.J. Piccolo, in my opinion, is a total idiot.
Oh, no question. I'm with you on that. They've got to pull the trigger on the Waka deal. And Lane Thomas is a given. He's a power right-handed bat. He'll go somewhere and somebody to be the pinch hitter somewhere. I think everybody's up for sale, honestly, except for the top guys.
Right. With Garcia, and you know what? I'll say this: if Salvi was to break the home run record before the trade deadline, you bring him back for a series at home, let him get a standing ovation, then you go to him and say, Salvi, man, you know what? You got your ovation. You're the home run king. We can get 2 or 3 agents.
Yeah.
And we'll bring you back next year or whenever baseball's again and give you your day in the sun in front of 40,000 people on opening day.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a tough one, right? That'd be the toughest trade maybe anybody's ever made in the Royals organization. There were some tough ones in the past, Beltran, Damon, some others. That one would hurt. You know what I'm saying? That would hurt the fan base. You talk about, I don't know, Vinny. Yeah, I think Vinny, if he's healthy, and you might have to move Vinny. I mean, we talked about that earlier in the show.
Are you really going to upset more than 15,000 people a night?
Yeah, I know. Or have we not already gone through enough anyway? Right. So I agree with you, Paul. Hey, man.
If he breaks assuming he breaks the home run record.
Yeah.
Before the trade deadline.
Sure. Yeah. That's got 2 weeks to do it.
He's got one. Is he one?
He needs 2 to break, I think, right? Is he? Because he's not tied yet.
I thought he tied it last night.
Did he tie it last night? Was that a tie last night?
He's at 316, so he needs 318.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 317 is a record. Yeah. Paul, sure appreciate you calling, man. Thanks for your input. That's great. That's good. That's a good call.
Yep.
I mean, he's got a lot of good points. Hey, we need to take a break. Our last segment of the show coming up on a hot Tuesday on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to the opening drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
The National Heirloom Expo has been called the World's Fair of Pure Food. September 27th and 28th at Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company in Mansfield. Enjoy over 1,000 varieties of rare fruits, vegetables, herbs, and flowers, plus expert speakers, vendors, live music, local food, farm tours, and America's largest seed swap. Heirlooms are varieties worth celebrating. September 27th and 28th in Mansfield. Tickets and more info at rareseeds.com. That's rareseeds.com.
Did that last hailstorm sideline your ride? Don't let hail win. Put Frontline Auto Hail on your team. They're the only shop where you pay zero deductible, and they'll handle your insurance claim from start to finish with all insurance carriers. Worried about your rates? Hail claims typically don't increase your insurance premiums. While other shops keep you on the bench, Frontline gets repairs started immediately, helping you get back on the road faster. Schedule your free inspection today at frontlineautohail.com. That's frontlineautohail.com.
All right, there's your new AC unit. You should be all set.
What do you mean, should be?
Yep, you should be all set. Thanks and good luck.
And that's when you realize it wasn't such a good idea to go with one of the guys who had the AC unit for cheaper. Rogersville Heating and Cooling won't just chuck it in a truck, plug it in, and leave. They take the time to install and quality check everything they do, so you can come home to comfort with Rogersville Heating and Cooling. RogersvilleHVAC.net.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. Long before surf and turf gained its catchy nickname, people were already pairing the best of land and sea on special occasions. Retro Metro celebrates that tradition with their Jeremy and Julia Surf and Turf, a 6 or 10 ounce filet, served over Cajun cream pappardelle pasta, topped with 3 grilled shrimp, and a house-made crab cake, finished with fresh béarnaise. Experience the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
This is Rob Rodgers, the co-host of The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Can you smell it now? The hot dogs, the green grass on the field. It must be baseball season. And where can you find the best baseball coverage in the Ozarks? Right here on ESPN The Jock.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, back in The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Brought to you by Play It Again Sports, located in Fremont Shopping Center, open right now. You want to head down there and get some air conditioning today.
Here's the question, Rob Rodgers. Just brought up a great topic on that last call Paul did.
Yeah.
The GOAT for the Kansas City Royals.
Oh, greatest of all time for the
GOAT.
Royals? Wow, it's George Brett.
Well, that's what I say. Salvi's making a run.
He's up there. Yeah, I would say Salvi's up there.
How close do you think these guys are? And then obviously Bobby Witt making his name.
Witt.
He's not there yet.
If he continues his trajectory, he'll be the greatest of all time, not for the Royals, but maybe other places too. Unfortunately, I hope we don't see him in another uniform down the road, but at the current trajectory, we got to figure some things out.
George Brett and Salvi. Let's talk about that.
That's a good one because I'm torn because I grew up with George Brett. Of course, my sons grew up with Salvi. So, and I've seen both of them. Salvi, I would say as far as an emotional leader, that kind of thing on the team, I mean, Salvi is the guy. I mean, he's the captain for a reason. So lovable, so easy to identify with. Just plays the game with a smile every day. George Brett was intense all the time. Hard-nosed player. It's tough on the statistics part, but George Brett's a Hall of Famer, an MLB Hall of Famer. Salvi will be an MLB Hall of Famer. They'll both be Hall of Famers. Statistically speaking, George Brett was probably a better player statistically. Maybe not the home runs here because I know, but that was kind of a dead ball era for home runs. And actually, George Brett was not a home run hitter. He was a hitter, period. The 1 year he hit 390 for the Royals, and I mean he's a batting average guy. So I don't know. That's a hard one.
Yeah, it's not really that hard as I look at the stats right now.
All right.
George Brett, 2,707 games. Salvi, 1,800.
Okay.
Almost
3,000 games.
George Brett, he's got twice as many runs as Salvi does.
Yeah.
George Brett has 3,154 hits to 1,789 for Salvi.
Yeah. George Brett is amazing.
So, I mean, that's the triples, home runs. That's the only thing really that
catch him on.
That's close. Yeah, one. They've got Salvi at 316, George Brett at 317. RBIs about a 500 difference in favor of Brett.
Oh yeah, Brett's the all-time.
Listen to this: 1,096 walks for Brett, 286 for Salvi.
Oh wow, that's a big difference.
Yeah,
Brett had such an innate view of the strike zone. He really is so good at that.
George stole 201 bases to 6 for Salvi.
6. I'm surprised it's 6, actually.
And then batting average, 305 career for George, 262 for Salvi.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even close.
Not even close. George Brett, all-time GOAT, Royals. And I'm telling you, a lot of you, maybe some of you didn't grow up watching George Brett play. Maybe you're Royals fans, and you know the George Brett legend, but when you watched him play, it was the most intense thing. He played the game so hard.
Yeah.
Because he started out as a third baseman. You know, a lot of people remember George Brett as a first baseman. He started as a third baseman. And he was one of the best third basemen ever to play during that era. It was him and Mike Schmidt. Remember that? Back in the day, those two guys going head to head.
Brooks Robinson also played.
Yeah.
Man, they had some good third basemen.
Wow. Just some great
Ron
third
Say.
Yeah, absolutely. You can name a lot of great ones back then. George Brett was one of the best. And the fact that we always made kind of a reference to George Brett. He was one of the originals, rolls out of bed and gets 2 hits today. That was kind of the George Brett back in the day. With that Charlie Lau batting stance, just gets a little hit. There he goes.
So Royals history, there are 2 guys over 300 home runs. There's nobody 200 to 300, but there are 3 guys that have over 190 home runs.
Okay.
In Royals history. Alex Gordon, Amos Otis.
Oh, yeah.
And Mike Sweeney.
Mike Sweeney is another good one. Played in an era where the Royals lost 100 games a year. One of the best players going through there. But if you look at the Royals as far as George Brett's concerned about as far as the history, the home runs, keep in mind, Kauffman, you can't hit home runs out. That place they moved the fences in this year, but I'm telling you what, back in the day, in the summer, that heat, that heavy air, you're not hitting home runs out of Kauffman on that turf field when it's all turf. You're not hitting home runs out. The Royals have never been designed as a home run hitting team, ever. They've always been gap to gap. Their team was designed gap to gap. That's what Sherholtz did back in the day. I remember when they tried to bring in these home run hitters, and their ball just dies in the outfield. You can't do it. You have to have gap to gap doubles hitters. That's why Bobby is going to be so successful.
We need to talk about the Mount Rushmore of Royals baseball. Starts with George Brett, obviously, but we'll do that.
Salvi, then from there on, we'll have to see.
I think this caller probably has an idea on the Mount Rushmore of Royals. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Well, that's pretty easy. It'd be Brett, White, Saberhagen, and Quisenberry, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd take that. I think you can make cases for Salvi. They got to retire first. That's how we put that in there, right? You got to retire first. You got cases for Salvi.
They're already chiseling the stone for Wood's face.
Oh yeah.
What I was going to say, you talk about Brett. You have a great player on your team when, as a fan, every inning you start counting the number of batters till that guy comes up. And
yes.
Like, okay, we need to get 2 base runners for Brett's bat.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing now with Bobby Witt.
Yep.
And so I'll look at the inning and I'll go, well, if we get 3 base runners in this inning, Witt will bat.
Yep.
That's how you have who the best player on the team is. That's for sure.
Well, isn't it cool? Also, Charlie, we'll sit there. We'll go. Bobby's up, and we just stop everything we're doing. We'll just watch him bat.
Yes.
Whatever's going in the house, we go, oh, Bobby's up. Roy will yell, hey, Bobby's up. Go down and watch Bobby bat.
If you have to use the restroom, you got to hit the pause button because you're like, okay, I can't miss Witt.
100%.
Hopefully he'll get over this back thing. It's been lingering for a couple of months, and he has not been hitting well the last couple of weeks. But
no,
we know he'll get it back eventually.
Yeah, you can tell just his approach. You can just tell. Yeah.
If only he could be a closer, we'd be in good shape. I think.
Yeah. Oh, like a Sean Markham. Bring him in from short to close out the game.
We've talked about this before, but I just don't understand. I still don't understand why they don't give Lynch a shot at that closer spot. But in my opinion, Lynch and Schreiber are the 2 best that they have out there, and he doesn't use either one of them as a closer. They'd be my guys.
Yeah, I don't understand. That's a big thing on the socials, right? It's like, Lynch, why don't you just give him an opportunity? Just why don't you run him out there one day?
Exactly.
It's not like he's going to, we cost you the game. Well, that happens all the time anyway. So it's not like, what's the worst case scenario could happen? He blows the save. Oh, okay. Well, we've seen that story before. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's the way we think. It's all analytics, man. All analytics. That's not what the iPad told him to do. So
appreciate the call. Boy, I started looking at this, the Mount Rushmore. Listen to these guys, Brett, Sweeney, offensively, Billy Butler.
Big country.
Yep. Kevin Seitzer.
Oh, yeah, I like Kevin Seitzer. I know him. He's a nice guy.
Yep. Seitzer Mac, baseball.
Mac and Seitz.
Mac and Seitz.
They merged in with somebody else that's not there anymore.
Okay. Hal McRae.
Oh, Hal McRae.
And here's a guy that Willie Wilson.
Love Willie Wilson. I was number 6 because of Willie Wilson. I played center field for my high school and all my teams back in the day.
612 steals for Willie Wilson.
That dude could go.
289 batting average.
Yeah, he's a good hitter. He's a silver slugger.
Yeah.
Back in 1980, he was a silver slugger. Hit like 313 or 320 or something like that.
Any of those names make you change your Mount Rushmore?
No. You only put 4. Brett up there for sure. Saber, I'd probably put Saberhagen on there. Yeah, he's best pitcher ever.
So Greinke, because he moved around.
That's right, Greinke. Oof, man, that's right. Even the Royals have a tough time putting a Mount Rushmore up there. Frank White. Yeah, you're right. That's. Oof.
I mean, if you're going to put 2 pitchers and 2 hitters, only 2 hitters and only 2 pitchers, who do you have to have on there? George for sure.
Yeah. Probably Saberhagen.
Saberhagen.
And then you got
Quisenberry.
Nah, probably not put Quisenberry. I probably wouldn't pick Quisenberry. I mean, he'd be close. He'd be on the smaller rock next to the Mount Rushmore. I don't know. That's a lot of choices. I would say if they're only retired, they have to be retired now, Tom. It's a little easier. But once Salvy retires, he's got to be up there. And then you got Bobby Witt Jr. Even Bobby ends up somewhere else. The things he's done for our organization, amazing.
Well, Monty probably would go on there before Quisenberry, wouldn't he? Monty.
Yeah. Jeff Montgomery was really good.
Yeah. So
he
had 304 saves.
He was lights out.
Listen to this, 304 saves in 311 opportunities.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Pretty similar innings to Quisenberry.
Monty was good. He does a great job in the pregame and postgame too. By the way.
Now his ERA a little bit higher. He was at 3.2. Quisenberry 2.55, but 70 fewer saves for Quisenberry.
Interesting.
Yep. Let me see strikeouts here. Oh my gosh, Monty was 720 strikeouts in 849 innings. Quisenberry 320 strikeouts in 920 innings.
Interesting. Well, Quisenberry roll a ground ball. Yeah, submarine, just roll a ground ball.
Yeah,
he did. That's all. He didn't work too hard. Roll a ground ball.
Soria, man, there's some
Soria. Yeah,
yeah. Greg Holland. There's some pretty good relief.
Then you get into all those guys. That era, the championship era.
Yes,
that's a whole nother thing. You got the Hosmer. You got of course you got Gordon up there too. Gordon should probably be up there. I mean, there's a lot of Royals players should be up there. Man,
gosh, we didn't mention Splittorff or Dennis Leonard.
Oh yeah, those good guys too.
Gubaza.
Wow.
Apier.
Yeah.
Guys that
quite a few.
Got to pick that Mount Rushmore. It's going to be tough.
I'll do it for another day.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Hey, tomorrow, full show. We got full show, full throttle tomorrow. We've got Bear Tracker again, day 45. Got a special guest coming on from some Major League Baseball tomorrow on the show. See you tomorrow.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Plan for another hot and humid day today. We'll find temperatures in the middle 90s with Phoenix values up to 110 this afternoon. The good news is that a cold front will blow